Joining us now is Amanda Qithi, who is the spokesperson for Eskom here in Gauteng. Amanda, thank you for making time for us this afternoon. The President is the latest to raise the prospect of writing off this 5 billion rand Soweto debt. What would be the consequence on Eskom?
So, Clement, the one thing that we've really been trying to do as Eskom is to educate our customers on the importance of paying for electricity. And we are starting to see the changes in terms of behavior where our customers are paying for electricity. I mean, a recent example is in Deep-Kloof Zone 3, where it was just 22% of the customers that were paying for electricity. But I can tell you now, we're currently sitting at 88% of those customers that after we've converted them from conventional to prepaid, they started paying for electricity. So as we continue to engage and educate our customers on the importance of paying, we are starting to see that they are starting to pay and the payment levels are increasing. So if this talk about writing off debt, unfortunately, we do feel that it will discourage most of the customers and make them to not want to pay for electricity, because you would also understand that if exceptions are only made for certain areas, if I live in Alex or any other place, my question then would be, why are we not getting the same treatment as those individuals? So as Eskom, we feel that it's very important that our customers pay for the electricity that they use, and those that are on prepaid, that they pay and buy electricity from registered vendors.
The President says that if this debt is written off, there must be some conditions. What kind of conditions would be considered if an arrangement like that of cancelling this debt is considered and implemented?
So what we're currently doing across Gauteng, we are converting our customers. We have customers who are still on conventional, and we're converting them to prepaid. So that's one of the projects that we're fast-tracking to make sure that we convert the customers to prepaid. And converting them to prepaid, it actually allows them to manage the amount of electricity that they use, because if you're on prepaid, if you know that your budget is 200 rands for that particular month, so you will buy in advance and then you will pay for what you're going to use for that particular month. Yeah. So that's one of the initiatives that Eskom is implementing, converting of the customers to split meters to help them manage their consumption.
Eskom has already written off some debt for Soweto residents. I think it was in 2020 when you wrote off about 8 billion rand in overdue debt. The reason that is often given, Amanda, for this debt to be written off is how people want to start from scratch and they're struggling to pay for electricity. What provisions are there for those who can't afford electricity?
Like I say, the prepaid is the one alternative, because you would know how much you can afford as a person and how much you need to use for that particular month. And for the customers who really say that they cannot afford electricity, government has a free basic electricity that they provide for indigent households. They need to apply from their particular municipalities to determine if they actually qualify for that. So there is a provision that government makes for households that say that they cannot afford, but they just need to contact their local municipalities to find out if they actually qualify.
Yeah, you seem to be concerned about these calls for the debt to be written off, because as you've indicated, it may lead to the culture of non-payment, which is already a challenge for Eskom, right? I mean, if you look at municipal debt to Eskom, that continues to grow. So this may set that bad precedent.
Yes, we are definitely concerned about the call for writing off that particular debt. I don't know if you saw yesterday, we actually issued a media statement on the non-payment by Lesufi municipality, which is not the only municipality that is not paying Eskom. So I think growing debt really does affect our financials. So we really cannot afford to continue to operate the way we're operating. We honor our electricity supply agreement and provide bulk electricity to municipalities and to our customers. And we would then obviously expect that they also service their accounts.
So what conversations are you having with government, because politicians are politicians and they'll find ways to appease potential voters of their political party. So what conversations are you having so that you stress the importance of educating people about paying? You've said it's worked very well in Diepsloot. From 22%, you saw 88% of people paying for their electricity. That should surely be the focus.
Yeah, it's Diepkloof Zone 3, Clement, that I'm referring to, yes. So we definitely constantly have educations with the different organizations, the different stakeholders that are involved. And also, when we have these community engagements, we do have councillors that are involved in the engagements, and we make them understand that it is very much important that customers pay for the electricity that they use, and also that they buy electricity from registered vendors, because we do need to make revenue, and we also need money to operate our business.
Yeah, Amanda, I suspect that as we get closer and closer to elections, we'll be speaking to you a lot about the promises, some of which may be impractical, that political parties will be making to residents. Thank you for making time. That's Amanda Qithi, the spokesperson for Eskom in Gauteng.